baby's first time going to a conveyor belt sushi place.
I am freaking out.
Just joking, us babies have been to a conveyor belt sushi place. And we absolutely loved it. It was about 1 month ago, so we decided we have to go to another one. In this life-changing video, we're going to Kora Sushi in Kansas City. They have locations all around the US, and they have locations in Japan and Taiwan, too. Some people also call it a sushi train.
I gotta say, this was the most intense sushi conveyor belt place I've been to.
It was one single conveyor belt that went all around the restaurant.
Wrapped up and down, up and down. It was a liminal space of sushi belt.
Since we've never been to this place before, they gave us a demonstration on how to eat at this place. You know you're at somewhere fun and interesting when they have to show you how to even eat at this. Like they have to show you what to do.
I know, like how to grab the plate out. They even had a little one so he made both of us try it. Like, they really make sure you are fully ready to experience this place. And you also didn't mention, we walked in and it said there was a 30-minute wait. But we got sat down immediately. More proof that pretty privilege exists. There are so many ugly people in the waiting room. Did you notice that?
Yeah. They also told us that there's kind of a game at this sushi conveyor belt place. If you get a certain amount of plates, you get a prize.
Or like you get a chance to win a prize.
Yeah, so not only do you get to enjoy sushi, it's also like you're in a game of Mario. It's kind of stressful.
Eat more plates and rack up the bill because you hope you'll win like this little like plastic 50-cent thing.
Yes, there is a big ass camera in the corner, so no one does any tomfoolery.
Maybe people have opened up a plate, grabbed something and put it back so they don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean?
This is the type of place where you're in the future, oh my gosh, everything is automated. When you want to order a drink, you just go on this little iPad thing above you, click your drink, and then I guess a robot's gonna bring it to you.
It really did feel like you were living inside a machine.
We were just observing the conveyor belt, trying to figure out what are we gonna get? There's so many options. Honestly, everything looks good, but we probably shouldn't get everything. And we made the big decision of getting a crunchy roll to start out.
It's so scary though, because like, I don't want to focus on the size. I have to be looking at the belt, you know? The crunchy roll hit, but I couldn't fully enjoy it because I had to keep an eye out on the conveyor belt because I was on the lookout for some crunchy rice and spicy tuna. And I just needed to see when it came by to grab some and it kept coming by empty, so I just felt stressed. Take your eyes off the conveyor belt, someone a few tables down is gonna grab it. And I wasn't the only one feeling this stress because we heard someone behind us say they saw something they wanted far down on the conveyor belt and they said, no one better grab that because we're gonna get it. So like, everyone is living
in the moment.
Everyone is stressed.
I did like this crunchy roll, but I did say it tasted like peanut butter and jelly, which isn't supposed to taste like that, I'm assuming. Is it peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, sometimes the eel sauce tastes like that.
We were about 2% of full, so we knew we had a lot of room in our tummies. So we decided to get a Texan roll and a shrimp avocado roll, but just to prove how unaware we are, we both ate this shrimp avocado roll and thought it was a rainbow roll. We just were literally looking at the conveyor belt being like, that looks good, so we're getting that. That looks gross, so we're not getting that. Very simple thinking, you know?
And you really don't have any time to do any more thinking than that because it's moving and it's gonna get past your table unless you grab the second you want it.
And this could also help with people that have a hard time making decisions. You probably have 10 seconds to grab something. People that are indecisive, we should all start going to sushi conveyor belts once a week. Therapeutic approach to the problem.
Start learning how to trust your first instincts. Anyway.
So we ordered Diet Cokes again, but then we looked at the order status and we realized there was no Diet Cokes on the order status. So we called the waiter, there's a call button. And
I know, we're like, we can't keep talking to these robots, we need to get a human on board. So luckily they do have a button that will bring a human to you.
And then about 3 minutes later, this robot, we weren't aware of this, it actually has a name, Kora B, the Korabo or Korabu,
Oh.
brought us our Diet Cokes. I have to say, even though it's very dumb, you could just say all it is a robot vacuum with plates stacked on top of it, but
A Roomba.
Yeah, it did bring joy to my eyes and I was happy. Thank you.
How do you get it to leave? I don't like how it's staring at us.
I know, it's uncomfortable.
It's leaving. Yeah, it was cute because I'm pretty sure it had a little digital screen with a little smiley face, so I was convinced it was sentient. Like, I was like, it has consciousness. Would be cooler if the robot was going to a machine and filling it up, but we know waiters were putting it on there and then clicking the button to go to which table, but it is fun, I like it.
Yeah.
Since we'd eaten a few rolls, my stomach was coated, so it was time to take the daily vitamins. If you want to know my exact daily stack, you can follow my Patreon when I launch it. I'm not gonna reveal that publicly.
Right now, his internal age is 8 years old. He's mentally a 30-year-old, but he's actually has the body of an 8-year-old. Although you have gone through puberty though, right?
No,
yeah,
it all got reversed.
Yeah, so he is doing that. So I'm not doing an ad or anything, but I do think it's very interesting what's happening with your body. I sipped on my Diet Coke and my anxiety got relieved because you know how Diet Coke has a bunch of chemicals that probably make your brain more brain dead so you can't even think about being anxious. And I could eat the sushi and I was just like, yum, yum. And I was thinking like, what even is a Texan roll? I don't know.
It was good though, it's just like a mayo roll basically, right?
We kind of noticed that a lot of the rolls had a little squirt of mayo on top. It wasn't spicy mayo, it was just regular mayo.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I think it's Japanese mayo.
This place had a whole ass food menu. I think you could even get ramen, but Lucas was impatient about the whole spicy tuna with crispy rice, so we just ordered it on the iPad.
And honestly, thank God we did because we were towards the end of the sushi train. Every single time someone fucking took it. God.
Oh. We weren't aware that it was gonna shoot at us on a conveyor belt, so when it came to us, we were like, wait, what?
Like, I loved how someone didn't walk out and say, okay, do you need anything else? Like, it just shoots out, you get it. No communication.
This was the perfect crispy rice spicy tuna for me on this day because it reminded me of like a breakfast hash brown with like the tiny bit of tuna and a jalapeno, and I was clapping. Thank you, chefs in the back, for cooking that up.
Crispy rice is just, put anything on crispy rice and it's gonna be good.
This sushi conveyor belt was kind of cool because in the corner of each table there was a little like plate chute where you put all your plates down. So we put 4 plates down.
The iPad immediately knows, it takes track of it all.
While I was putting those plates down, I noticed there was a seared beef sushi thing, so I grabbed it. What I realized is that anything is good on top of this type of rice.
I know. A good old beef roll.
Yeah, that makes it sound gross, but yeah.
It was good.
When we got to this sushi place, one of the first things I heard was a table next to us say, have you tried the bidet to one of their friends? And I knew right then, at some point I'm gonna try the bidet. There was the magical bidet. It was a fancy one. It had a remote.
It was a Toto.
I noticed that the remote didn't work and I needed to go pee, so I just had to lift the toilet seat with my foot and then I had to flush with, it wasn't really automated like I thought it was gonna be. So I don't know if this one wasn't up to date, but it didn't live up to my bidet fantasies. Even though I wasn't even gonna use the bidet, like I wasn't gonna actually have water squirt all over me. I just wanted to like, when I was done peeing, the toilet seat would shut and just feel like it's so automated, but it wasn't that fantasy.
Yeah, I just peed standing up as well, so I didn't fully take advantage. Like 90% of the people who go in there probably use it.
Just because they want to.
I know, everyone's getting squirt all over their rear, just in ecstasy in those bathrooms.
Quite a beautiful thing to think about. I was very excited to put the 5th plate down the trash thing because I thought we were gonna get a prize, but instead it just played this video.
You really get into this hypnosis thing where you really want to please these little cartoons.
Yeah, you start
and feed it
thinking
more
they're real
plates.
people. Do we just need to help that person by putting more sushi plates in?
That's a good way to get people to spend money because, like, now I do want to help that cartoon man.
Yeah.
Never had something like that.
What is that?
I don't know.
I actually thought they were.
So I just Googled it, and that's like an omelet on top of rice. So I'm really mad we didn't get it now. I didn't know that. Then we ordered another crispy rice with salmon, and of course it was glorious.
It's about to happen.
I probably don't see anyone.
I know.
What do you rate this on your crispy rice scale? Because Lucas is like the crispy rice king.
Nothing has ever beat Blue Ribbon Sushi crispy rice and spicy tuna at the Grove in LA, but this was still really good. Thick, crispy rice patty, but this is more of a hors d'oeuvre energy, which I kind of liked because it saves room for more, you know?
You can have the last piece.
You can have it because I had the extra one for the spicy tuna.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's fine. You can have it.
I was keeping track, so yeah, I actually am supposed to have this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it fun?
Isn't it fun?
See, you guys are not lying. I was actually in that world. Like, I was having so much fun.
I know, like you actually wanted to feed it. You wanted to feed the little cartoon to get to 10. You fell for the whole thing.
I mean, I like how I fell for it. It's fun. We were losing track at this point of how much sushi we've had, but we decided to get a seared salmon roll. And we both were thinking, wait, this tastes better than like a raw salmon roll.
Yeah, like raw salmon doesn't have any flavor, but once you get some cooking with it, it gets flavor. But I still like the raw salmon more. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't quite understand how my brain does that, but my brain does like raw salmon, even though it doesn't really have that much flavor. We were absolutely sick of looking at the conveyor belt, so we ordered a Philadelphia roll and a spicy crunchy taco roll. Honestly, don't even know what that is. As we were looking at the conveyor belt, we realized like everything by us is gone. And then I realized that we were at the end of the conveyor belt, and I just was like, what?
If you can, try to get to the front of the conveyor belt so you can get the first pick of everything. Otherwise, you're left in the dust. You're in the peasant section like us.
But honestly, it doesn't matter because if you order something on the iPad, it comes within literally a minute.
Yeah, so
But still.
you can still get anything.
Oh.
That's
That was ours.
We saw something go on the conveyor belt and we thought it was for us, but it wasn't for us, so we were kind of mad. But then 30 seconds later, the stuff that we ordered actually came.
It is crazy though, because it went past our table, so we could have grabbed it.
It goes so fast, but yeah, we still could
I
have.
know. And then like if the people told us, that's ours, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry if I'd already be eating it. So I'd be like, I guess order another one, sorry.
Here's the thing about a Philadelphia roll. Obviously, everything that's in it is delicious, but what really makes it is the little slice of cream cheese throughout it.
Cream cheese chunk.
I know, I never really realized it till recently, but adding cream cheese to something, picture a lasso. And that's how you just feel. You just feel like a lasso is above you spinning, and it's just very fun.
Like the good old days.
Never even been to Philadelphia, but I hope Philadelphia radiates this roll.
Yeah, is this a little cream cheese city?
I think so.
The spicy taco was shaped like a taco, so it all made sense. The seaweed, you eat it like a taco. So it was a little messy, and unfortunately I had to eat it all because I think you were kind of grossed out by me eating it, so you didn't want to share it.
No, I wasn't even grossed out by eating the rest of it, but by the time you took a first bite, all of this shit that looked so good from it fell on the plate. So then I was like, what's the point of even sharing it? Because it's too messy, it turns out.
And honestly, it was really good. I don't even know what was in it. Like my memory, there was this little fried stick thing and like some spicy stuff.
Sounds yummy.
Yeah, it was great.
While Lucas was eating the spicy taco thing, I saw a crispy rice finally. Probably the first one that went by us. So I was trying to grab it, but this was the first time it was actually kind of difficult to grab it. And right when it almost hit the next booth, I got it finally. But I was so
Thank the
scared
Lord.
that for some reason it wasn't gonna open.
They should have an emergency stop button on this machine.
Honestly, I don't even need to give a review of this roll because this is like our third time having it.
Yeah.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. We hit 10 plays! Woo!
We did it. We did it. Yeah.
I want a prize.
Now it's time for my powder vitamins. This powder is actually made out of dead people's cells, embryos of baby goats. So it really gets you going. My mood is boosted after this powder.
I was honestly pissed that we hit 10 plates and we still didn't get a prize. So I noticed on the iPad that you can actually order the prizes. It's kind of a cheat code. And I thought it was gonna come from the thing above us and go in that little thing and be a whole moment. But then it came on the conveyor belt on a plate.
And you said it was even a little bit greasy, right?
Yeah, I grabbed it and I was like, wait, it feels like lotion's on it, but I'm assuming it just was the grease from all the grease stuff in the kitchen. It felt like I put so much work in for the season of football and my coach gave me a prize.
It was cute, the little thing.
Definitely gonna be adding it to my keychain.
Collection.
Yeah. Do you want a keychain, I'm assuming?
I'm good.
Okay, because this is mine, you can't have it.
I don't want it.
When we were browsing the conveyor belt throughout this whole experience, we noticed that there wasn't only sushi. There was like little salad things, some desserts. So we decided, let's get some sweet things. And we knew we couldn't rely on the conveyor belt, so we obviously had to order it.
I know, we actually waited for probably about 20 seconds and no desserts came by, so we had to hit the iPad quick.
We ordered some watermelon because I just thought it was cool that they had a watermelon for some reason. And it was very juicy. It felt like it was soaking in some sugar powder the whole afternoon.
Yeah, it was soggy in a good way. Really, really sweet.
Like honey. That wasn't enough for us, so we also got mochi. We started off with the matcha mochi. Ugh, I just love how it's ice cream, but then you bite into this layer that feels like you're biting into someone's skin. It reminds you of when you're little.
That's the best part.
When you're little and you're mad at someone so you bite them. You know, like when you're like 3 years old and you do that. It reminds you of that, which is kind of fun.
I just realized that's why I love mochi so much, the skin layer. We also got strawberry mochi. And I actually realized while eating these that they were painful. Like, they're so cold, but it was good. It was a good pain.
I love mochi. I was kind of toying with the thought of getting another sushi roll, but I decided 12 is enough.
It is crazy because I wasn't full. I think I was at the healthy amount of full. Like, you know, people say, oh, you aren't supposed to feel stuffed and gross. Like, I was just satisfied, but I was a little bit confused how I wasn't pushed over the edge to the bloated energy, which I wanted to be at.
Sadly, we did not beat our personal record of 18 plates.
We were with a group of 4 though.
Yeah, that's true. So we
kinda
did beat the record technically. Yeah. When you're done eating, you just pay on the little iPad. Then we left Kura Sushi, all excited about the little keychain that I got. This is gonna be a memory we're both gonna have forever. And for this touch that's gonna be on our soul for the rest of our lives, it costed $77.36. Obviously, that's expensive for 2 people to go to lunch, but I'm gonna say it's worth it because when I'm on my deathbed, this is gonna be one of the memories that flashes through my head.
Yep, you're gonna be thinking, thank God we went there and did that. We did that. We really did that.